Hey, welcome to week 6. This is a big week. It's something I'm really into, and I'm hoping you're going to grasp onto this because it's so important when it comes to type 2 diabetes. I've spoken to so many defeated type 2 diabetics, and there's no reason to be, because we are on a path upwards and onwards. We're going to talk about mindset, and we're going to talk about breaking limited beliefs. This is huge. You know, your mindset will shape your health. Literally, anything you do in life, if you believe you can do it, you will go ahead and do it. So mindset will shape your health, and there's nothing more important. Negative self-talk and past failures will create mental roadblocks. So we've got to stop focusing on that. You think you're having a tough day. I say this so many times. You think you're having a tough day, and I say to people, I say, did somebody come and knock on your door at 6 a.m. this morning and say you suck? Because if they didn't, that's just you telling you that story. Stop telling yourself that story, because you're going to start to believe it. You will believe whatever story you tell yourself. So start telling yourself, actually, no, you know what? I did a lot of things right today, and it's actually a way better day than I thought. Every morning I get up, I sit on the edge of my bed, and I say, today can either be a really good day or a really bad day. And I just decide to make it a great day. And that's how I move forward. So the self-talk, the negative self-talk has got to stop. Now, mindset, stress, blood sugar levels, right? What does stress do with your blood sugar? Go into a stressful meeting with your boss, come out of that meeting, and you tell me what your blood sugar looks like. You know, get stressed about your bills. You tell me what your blood sugar looks like, right? Have a stressful drive to work. Tell me what your blood sugar looks like. So we've got to learn to control our stress in our minds. You own your mind. You literally own the world. Never, ever forget that. So, you know, there's things that you can say, you know, I'm destined to have diabetes. I'm always going to have diabetes. That you're just reinforcing a negative thought with. You've got to stop thinking like that. You've really got to stop thinking about it in those terms. A growth mindset helps you see setbacks as learning opportunities and not failures. When I was developing this whole program, when I was getting people to come into my program with me, you know, every time somebody couldn't come in, maybe they couldn't get financing together, maybe they're too afraid of accountability. There's so many things, and I just took it as an opportunity. I didn't get down on myself and things like that and building a company. I look at it the other way. Okay, what can we do better to help these people out and try to make their life better, right? This is a great opportunity for me to make some changes with some things. So, you know, these are the kind of things that you want to do. Reprogramming your mindset, it'll lower the stress, and that'll help with your blood sugar, right? And your motivation, right? I mean, it's so important. You're having an off day, I tell people often, take 5 deep breaths. You breathe in for 4, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 5. 4, 4, 5 is what I like. Just do it for a minute and see how you feel. It'll completely change you. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to learn about meditation. We'll talk about that perhaps later. So, you know, people say, well, you know, I'm addicted to sweets. I hear this a lot. I've got a sweet tooth. Well, you have a sweet tooth because you keep telling yourself you have a sweet tooth. How about if we reframe that? How about if we said, hey, I'm learning not to eat sweets. I'm learning to admire sweets and not eat it. I always say that pastries are like a Van Gogh painting to me. I look, I admire, and I don't touch. But that's the mindset I have. So I don't have that craving for it, right? I don't have that dopamine chasing craving. I understand what's going on with my body, right? So we have to learn to reframe things. I don't always suck at walking. Oh, actually, it's a great opportunity to walk a little further today. You know, I don't suck at cooking. Oh, you know what? It's a great opportunity for me to make something that I really like today. So how we frame things in our head, we start believing those stories, right? So our brains are set up, by the way, to protect ourselves and look at negative things. So this is something you do have to work on to get your brain thinking the other way. Get your brain seeing the positive things you do. Having a tough day, get up in the morning, make your bed. Why do you think the military teaches people to make their beds. They're checking a box. Come out, have your vitamins, have a coffee at your house, whatever you might do, right? Put the dishes in the dishwasher, wipe down the counter, check 2 more boxes. If you keep checking these early boxes with these victories, your day's going to go a lot better. If you get up and you say, today's going to suck, I don't want to go outside today, blah, 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 that's how the day's going to go. I got news for you. You're buying into your own story. You've got to change your own narrative, and you've got to start believing the narrative that you're changing it to. So we got to crush these limited beliefs. So let's take a look at one. I always fail at dieting. When I interview people to come in the program, I always ask them about what they've done. And some folks say, oh, I've tried a lot of diets. I always fall down with diets, right? Well, it's probably why you're here in some states. But I'm going to teach you how to look at that differently now. So instead of saying, I always fail at diets, just say something like, I'm learning how to nourish my body. So this is an opportunity for me to figure out how to nourish my body. I'm not failing at dieting, I'm learning how to nourish my body. So what I'd like you to do this week is I'd like you to take a limiting belief, change the narrative, reframe it, say it out loud a number of times, and then write down one limiting belief that you changed and email it to me, would you please? I can't wait to see what you send. So that's lesson 1 on mindset, week 6. Let's start changing how we think. So it's so wonderful. I get so excited about this. Let's do it.